This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
Welcome to DBL. I'm an Emerald, and it's Tuesday, April 14th. I'm all by myself in the studio. I'm flying solo, but Erica Cobb and someone you all have not seen in a long time, Brandon London, are joining me from home. Quick shout out to say hi, Erica, but I really want to ask Brandon, what's been going on, buddy? Your hair has been growing. Has your brain? What have you been doing?
My brain, my hair, and my patience has slowly been growing as well, Tori. I think I've been through the 4 stages of quarantine life.
Oh boy.
And the first one was just being excited that you're off work. Second is obviously being motivated. Third is the boredom. And then fourth is being a grown man making TikTok videos. So I've been through all the stages. I'm just ready to see you guys be back in studio. But I'm glad to be joined here with you all. And Erica, how you doing, girl?
Erica, if any host did a TikTok video,
I'm doing good.
It'd be Brandon, wouldn't it?
I haven't gotten down with the TikTok,
No.
but I've seen some of Brandon's workouts that he's asked people not to tag him on, but he's doing anyway. So.
Shade.
Good job, buddy.
Shade. All right, we're going to kick off things with some good news. The Property Brothers' new show, Celebrity IOU. It got off to a big emotional start last night. Not expecting this. Brad Pitt surprised his longtime makeup artist, Gene Black. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. With a newly renovated garage. The two friends go way back to the movie The Legends of the Fall, and if you know me at all, that's my favorite Brad Pitt movie. When Gene had to apply makeup to Brad's buttocks. Brad helped with the renovations, which transformed the garage into a beautiful guest suite that includes a bathroom and a makeup studio. That's really cool. I'm glad. Erica, could you name your favorite Bradley Pitt movie? No.
You know, I wasn't ready for that question. I've seen many Brad Pitt or movies that Brad Pitt has been in. I wasn't ready. I'm not even going to lie. But I love this story because now more than ever, you know, we always appreciate our team, our hair, makeup, wardrobe. You know, it takes a lot of people to get you together, but then the person who's in front of the camera gets all the credit. So the fact that you're really thinking about, oh, you know, this is my team, and I love the mentality of if I'm eating, we're all getting fed, and I love that Brad did that for his makeup artist.
I do too, especially because she had to put makeup on his behind. Brandon, what do you think of it? If someone had to do that on your behind, I bet you'd give them a house, right?
I mean, just think our own makeup staff, hair and makeup staff, I try and bring in like bagels or just do something to show people that we are very appreciative of how they help us, you know. And I learned that from my father, who's always had that mentality, is where it's like you treat the janitor the same way you treat the CEO. Mm-hmm. But if I could go back in my life and do something special, like, you know, blow up, make a lot of money and be able to do something special for someone, it would be my old acting coach when I was in Montreal, when I was enrolled in Montreal School of Performing Arts. She's the one who kind of pushed me to like challenge wanting to get into the entertainment world. So I would like to one day possibly rebuild her studio, you know, just to show that appreciation.
That's amazing. Teachers are always the ones when you ask who would you give a gift to in the end. Yeah. It's always the teachers, right? Now let's talk about the big O. Oprah is sounding off about how the coronavirus is disproportionately affecting Black people. We've spoken out a lot about it on this show. She spoke with Hoda Kotb on the Today Show about her new special. It's premiering tonight, in case you guys want to watch. It's on Apple TV+. Let's take a look.
It's not only ravaging our community, but people who have pre-existing conditions. I am still concerned about myself, Hoda, from pneumonia, because my lungs never really fully cleared. I'm like, lock the door, nobody else coming in here.
On Monday, Oprah announced the special on Instagram, which airs tonight for free on Apple TV Plus and the O Network. It's starting at 11 p.m. Eastern, and some of the guests include Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot, CNN host Van Jones, doctors, and people living with the virus. Jennifer Hudson is also planning to perform. Erica, you've spoken beautifully out about this and taught me a lot about this. How do you respond to what Oprah's doing? Do you think it's a good thing?
Oh, I think it's an amazing thing, and I don't know if there's anyone more appropriate to gather these resources, these people in particular who are on the front lines really dealing with this in order to better help the community. This is such a big conversation, and when I first posted it on Instagram, posting Dr. Fauci at the press conference in the White House, it's very polarizing because we can't have the conversation of pre-existing health conditions if we don't talk about the historical context of how these pre-existing health conditions came to pass. We can't have the conversation about what's happening in the communities if we're not having the conversations about the racial disparities of how these communities were set up and built, stemming back to the Great Northern Migration. So there's so much context in why we are in the position that we're in the healthcare field, the disparity that was already there. And because it's such a complex conversation, I'm glad that she's bringing in the experts of the experts to not only have the conversation, but have the broader scope of the conversation, because there's little nuggets of truth and knowledge in every single conversation that we're having, but it can't be a one-sided deal where we're like, you guys need to do better, which is where a lot of people are really running into problems, because I think in the back of your mind, you might be thinking, I'm going to talk to America the way that I talk to my cousin. I'm going to talk to America the way that I just had the conversation with my dad. But we're not your cousin, and we're not your dad. And we have these conversations in front of company, so to speak. I want to have a very broad and pictured, storied conversation about it.
I mean, to be super honest, I consider myself pretty well-rounded, but I didn't even know about the redlining and some of these things with the housing and how that causes health conditions. So I'd love to expand on that. Maybe you and I or the panel does a whole show on that, because we could go on and on and on. And I really appreciate you educating us on the nuances of why it's happening so disproportionately. Brandon, I want to get your take on this. According to Matthew McConaughey, if we're all encouraged to wear masks, we might as well have some fun with it. Okay. The actor posted this tutorial featuring his alter ego, Bobby Bandito. Watch this.
I say it's high time we catch this killer, because we got more living to do. So you lay down your favorite bandana, unfold it like so. Get your trusty coffee filter that you had on the go. Get your 2 rubber bands. Roll one down one end like this. Roll the other one down this end like that. Now remember, stay at home. But if you gotta go, strap it on like so.
Okay, Brandito, I have to ask you a question. Is Matthew McConaughey becoming like the viral breakout star of the coronavirus? No pun intended. He's been very helpful.
Yeah. I think so, Tori, because I made this comment a couple weeks back on Access, on Daily Blast Live Access before, back when Gigi Hadid, it was one of the Hadid sisters, had like a glowing face mask, and it was trendy, it was cool, it was fashionable. And that's where I thought that, you know, once a celebrity got involved with something and made something look cool or trendy, then everyone was going to get involved. So a guy like Matthew McConaughey coming along and now doing this, I mean, just think of the TikTok video where people were washing their hands.
I know.
You know, it became this whole trendy thing. That TikTok video went viral. I'm sorry to keep talking about TikTok. But the fact that there's a celebrity on this, and now people are going to not only be healthy, but also be looking cool and fashionable at the same time. I think that's a reason why people are going to do this, because I mean the new norm is going to be wearing a mask while you're out in public around people anyway, having a good time.
It's very true, and I just want to thank, he's been doing bingo, Matthew McConaughey at a senior living home. Now he's doing Bobby Bandito. A cool guy. I'd love to be caught in an elevator with Matthew McConaughey, right? It'd be so weird. Moving on, Kim Kardashian's daughter North seems to just love the spotlight as much as her mama. It's so cute. Watch what happens when Kim just tries to record a helpful PSA about social distancing. Take a look.
Hi everyone in California, it's Kim Kardashian West, and I just wanted to talk to you.
And Northwest.
I know that, can you not jump on the bed? Give me like 2 seconds to seriously do this. There's so many fun, amazing projects you can do. You can spend time with your kids and have so much fun. Trust me, I want to get out more than you know.
More than you know. This isn't the first time North has crashed one of her mom's videos. The 6-year-old made an unwelcome appearance while Kim was filming a makeup tutorial. But I gotta be honest, Erica, not only is North a Kim Kardashian, this girl is a Kanye West. I mean, she's 50-50 of some strong personalities, am I right?
Oh, yes. Oh, for sure. I think, you know, it's so funny because we think of these people as like these big celebrities and they are making such big impacts in the world. But to their children, they're just mom and dad, and they don't care how many followers you have on social media. They want their time. They want their time now. So, yes, North is going to be a force.
I can't wait. And Brandon, remember when Blue Ivy made Beyonce like chill out? You're going too strong, Mom. This is I think she's the new Kardashian that's in charge. What do you think?
Hey, if I'm Kris Jenner, I'm having my whole momager hat on right now. I think of a new show title, Keeping Up with the Kardashians and Northwest. I mean, this kid's going to be a star. I mean, like you said, look at her 50-50 gene split between being a Kardashian and Kanye's daughter. I mean, that girl, she knows what the family business, you know what the family business is, reality show, social media. So I see her getting a head start on everything, and having a good time with her mom. But I think people need to see this right now, just to have some sort of glimpse of hope and,
and normalcy,
having some sort of fun with their quarantines.
Yeah, totally. Well, Eric and Brandon, don't go too far. Coming up on DBL, imagine being quarantined with 5 children. Oi, it's the reality for Tamika Tiny Harris and her husband, rapper T.I., and she's telling Erica all about it. Plus, a FedEx delivery woman goes the extra mile to make sure a package is safe during these uncertain times. And as we go to break, I want to personally thank all of our DBL staffers working from home. They are doing their part to keep our communities healthy. We miss you. We'll be right back. Closed captioning. Welcome back to DBL. We want to dedicate this entire segment to videos that are giving us the feels. So first, talk about going beyond the call of duty. This is the note that one mom left taped to her door, explaining that her daughter has an autoimmune disorder. Check out what this FedEx delivery man did after seeing the note. I mean, I watched this like 10 million times. So instead of simply just leaving the box, he took the extra time to carefully went back. He got a wet wipe, and he then, look at this, he carefully disinfected it. He even let this note saying, "I sanitized your box once I saw the note on your door. Stay safe." I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm very emotional and it's quarantine time, Brandon, but this makes me want to, like, this is a cryable moment for me, and I'm not a crier. How do you feel?
I mean, you should cry, Tori.
Yeah.
I mean, these feel-good stories right now is what we need, because if you turn on the news, what you hear is panic, panic, panic. But then at the end of the day, you know, people are home panicking. People are wondering when they're going to, you know, get paid or be able to go back to work. But at the end of the day, the one video you click on or the one meme you read that puts that smile on your face, that puts you in a good space for whether it be a couple minutes, seconds, or hours, we need more of those for sure. So great by that FedEx worker.
Be London with the advice. All right, Erica, next I'm going to try not to. Yeah, go ahead, Erica.
Did you just say you weren't a crier?
I'm not a crier. I know I've cried on air. I know I've cried on air several times. But to be honest, I'm not
Girl.
It's true. I got called out.
First of all, I know for a fact you're a crier because I'm a crier and like knows like, and you a crier, okay? And that was cry-worthy.
I am the town crier, let's be honest. All right, I got called out. It's totally fair. Next up, I'm going to try not to cry with this one. Hospital workers cheered for this man who was just discharged after spending, get this, 2.5 weeks in a medically induced coma while he was fighting the coronavirus. But he won that battle, and now he can safely be reunited with his family. Erica, you are a crier too. The tears are coming. This is lovely.
Oh, no. The tears came immediately, especially when he got out of his wheelchair and walked to the car, because that was just such a show of strength. It was like there were so many things happening. The anticipation, him coming through the door, everyone cheering, people yelling how much they love each other, all of the frontline nurses, doctors out there, and then for him to do the hug and like show of emotion, but to stand up, that was just, I mean, that was a whole movie in like less than 60 seconds.
I kind of feel like I did watch like a 2-hour movie where like the underdog team wins. I totally agree. Brandon, Erica, we'll check back in with you later. And next on DBL, Tamika Tiny Harris. Oh boy, don't go away.
The sun used to make our
Welcome back to DBL. Stay-at-home orders are forcing millions of Americans to spend a lot of time with their families. And Tamika Tiny Harris is no different, except her household has 5 kids. You know the musician from her hit reality series T.I. and Tiny, which is back with a new season on VH1. Well, earlier, Erica Cobb caught up with Tiny to see how her very full household is holding up. It's in today's Chatting with the Stars.
Tamika Tiny Harris, welcome to Daily Blast Live.
Thank you. How you guys doing?
Oh my gosh, I am so much better now that I'm talking to you. I am in my quarantine box. And before we get to T.I. and Tiny's Friends and Family Hustle on VH1, which is my binge right now, I first want to talk to you about quarantine because you guys are famous for having a house full. So I need to know, what is your quarantine capacity currently and how is the Harris family holding up during quarantine?
Right now is currently about 7 people here, and it's, for me, I'm loving it. Tip say he's enjoying it. It's a time for resting and bonding for us. We're able to sit home and sit still and just be with the kids, cook dinner.
Now, your youngest kids are 4 and 11, so do they understand what's happening right now?
My baby, she's always talking about, oh, I want to go see my mama when the coronavirus stops. And she'll say, is the coronavirus over? And I'll be like, no, because she's wanting to go see my mother. And I won't let anyone go over there to see my mom because I don't want nobody getting her sick. So I'm not letting her go over there.
Now, I have to talk about, of course, the reason why you're here. T.I. and Tiny, Friends and Family Hustle.
One day, we will all leave our legacies behind.
Tip and I have had our ups and downs, but we're finally in a great place together.
The marathon continues.
It's such a success on VH1. It is my binge because there's so many underlying themes that play out with you, your family, and your friends. And a big part of that is comeback, being down and out, and resiliency. And I think those are messages that people really want to hear right now because the pandemic has brought so many unexpected setbacks for a lot of people. Can you speak to that?
I'm just trying to, be as transparent as I can and help others as much as I can through my struggles, show people that, some things are worth fighting for. There has to be some kind of attraction, because you can love a person and not be into a person. That is something that we hold tight. We've been able to maintain, to sustain, and that's what keeps us going. That's what keeps us here.
I have been familiar with your family for quite some time, and I have a tremendous amount of respect for you and Tip. So I understand that this is the most controversial season yet. We will all be tuning in. I am going to continue to binge from quarantine and beyond. And Tamika Tiny Harris, I thank you so much for spending just a little bit of time with us on Daily Blast Live.
Thank you so much for having me.
We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Welcome back to DBL. This is something y'all might relate to. Are you having a hard time getting a good night's rest during this pandemic? You are so not alone. We're chatting about it on today's Rise and Thrive, sponsored by So Clean. Many of us, including Tori, are stressed right now. Our brains are getting flooded with adrenaline and chemicals, and it can present through the night and mess up your sleeping pattern. So we want to help you find ways to get a good night's sleep and rest in the midst of this pandemic. Number one, it's all about quality over quantity. You can do that by sticking to a daily schedule. Do not stay in your PJs all day, Tori Schulman, note to self. Get up, take a shower, get some sunshine, and then wind down for bed an hour before you actually want to go to sleep. The goal is not to get into bed until you are an 8 out of 10 on the tiredness scale. And lastly, make sure you put those devices away an hour before bedtime. I know it's not easy, but it's helpful. For more ways to rest easy, go to SoClean.com or call 1-800-562-3891. Erica, Brandon and I spoke earlier to our other co-host, Lindsay Granger, and she's having some nightmares. And I thought that was really interesting. How's your sleep been?
My sleep has been okay. I have had to meditate and do breathing exercises a lot just because there's so much going on. Just be kind to yourself because there's so much uncertainty that you just need to try to manage your emotions as much as you can.
Totally. Brandon, you're sleeping okay real quick? You feeling good? Okay, that hair is keeping up.
Yeah,
I love it. Okay,
my
good.
wind down is wind down.
All right,
yeah.
good. Thanks, Erica and Brandon. See you later. Stay safe. We'll be back same time, same place tomorrow. Bye, guys.